Guys, we're coming live today to talk about progress. And I think as humans, we love to progress in life in different areas. And a lot of people, can get stuck in their routine and their day-to-day progress of, they wake up, they go to work, they come home, they make enough money just to pay their bills, and they just sort of live week to week. A lot of people, want a little bit more there. So today we're going to share tips on how to progress. Guys, if you're online, say hello, give us a wave, send us some love hearts. But guys, we're talking today on how we can not stay stagnant and we can progress on our wealth journey and in life. Here at REIF, we're always all about looking at how we're progressing as a business. So guys, you've probably seen a lot of our behind the scenes where our team all come together and we spend a full day every 3 months planning. And what do we do in our planning?
We reflect on the last 3 months. We set new goals and achievements that we want to achieve in the next 3, and hopefully, that'll lead to our long-term goal.
Exactly. And the key in that is reflection. We stop and reflect. And we go, hey, how's the last 3 months been? What's our wins? What's our accomplishments? What's our strengths? And we really go away and pull that all apart to be able to plan our next 3 months so we can come back bigger, better. And that same concept should apply to everyone out there. It's about reviewing and reflecting how you're going to be able to improve to get to the next level. So guys, we're going to share some tips with you today, some simple tools you can use to help track your wealth and track where you're heading and to make sure that we're helping, give you the tools to be able to progress in life. A lot of people, Eliza was saying, they feel like they're not really progressing with their wealth creation journey. They feel like they're stagnant and staying in the same place. What can we do to help make sure we're able to move forward? So we're going to share some great tips today.
Going to be awesome tips.
Awesome. What's our tip number 1, Eliza?
Tip number 1 is setting goals. So it's not just one specific goal. You want to set short, medium, and long term. So your short-term goals, you're looking at like 12 months, your medium within the next 5 years, and then from your long-term goals, you want to set for 10 years.
Awesome. Love that. So we need to get really, really clear financially and where we want to be. So, when we're talking short, medium, and long-term goals, one awesome strategy that I've personally used and that our whole team use as well, which I love, if you go in our office, everyone's got their little vision board on their table, and that's a little strategy and tip to be able to help you with your planning. Where do you want to be in the next 12 months, 5 years, 10 plus years? And what does that look like in terms of making it specific and measurable? We call them SMART goals. So we want to put timeframes against them. So give me some examples of some short-term goals that someone might have.
Yeah, maybe you want to buy a car by the end of the year.
Beautiful.
You want to,
go on a holiday. That's another short-term goal. Yeah,
definitely.
Yep. Medium term.
Medium term is maybe, you want to save up for a bit before your kids get into school.
Yep, saving up for the kids' school fees. Yep. Long term.
Long term, you're probably even looking at setting up funds for your kids to go to university.
Perfect. Beautiful. Long term.
Financial freedom, really.
Where do you want to be in the next 10 plus years? And that time frame of long term, what those financial goals need to look like, all come down to what sort of lifestyle you want to have. So it's really being clear on those short, medium, and long term goals. But a massive thing there is once you've sort of mapped that out and done that exercise, get it up where you can see it every single day and spend 5 minutes every morning before you kick your day off visualizing your future. That's been one of the biggest strategies that's helped me manifest so much into my life. And it's helped our team here behind the scenes do that and millions of people across the country. So guys, if you don't have a vision board, it's awesome. You want to be able to set your goals, track them. Guys, give us some love if you're online. Send us some love hearts, give us a wave. We want to see that you're there. All right, Eliza, what's tip number 2?
Tip number 2 is tracking your progress. So in terms of wealth, maybe it would be creating a budget and reflecting on it regularly.
Beautiful. So while we know we've got these short-term, medium, long-term goals, how do we check that we're actually on the way to doing it? And one awesome strategy that you can implement is create yourself a balance sheet. And that's a very accounting terminology, but a balance sheet is pretty much everything that you own assets-wise, and everything that you owe, which is what we call liabilities. So every single person should have their own little mini balance sheet where you're tracking your net worth. So let's say you got a house already, let's say you got savings, let's say you got a car, anything that's got a value associated with it, put it in one column, and we call that everything that you own that's worth anything. Close everything, jot it down, and work out your total assets. In another column, work out everything you owe. Hey, I've got a car loan, I've got a personal loan, I've got a mortgage. And then what happens when you subtract your assets to your liabilities? We have what we call our net worth. That's a magic number to keep track of. And everyone, no matter where you're at, should be tracking that number monthly. Am I progressing? This is huge to be able to see. Am I staying stagnant? How much am I making progress? Where am I today? Where do I want to be? And checking that you're on track every single month. Because if you're not and you pick it up in that month, what does it mean? We can do something to fix it, can't we? We want to be able to measure it. We want to be able to measure how we're going so we can change it. We don't want to get to 2-3 years down the track and go, oh no, where did those 2 or 3 years go? I haven't progressed. We want to be able to monitor our numbers all the time, guys. Make sure we're on track. All right, tip number 3, Eliza.
So that would be reviewing your commitments. So looking at how much you're paying in fees or repayments, i.e. like the home loan, car loans.
Yeah, exactly. And there's so much potential there to be able to review what's coming out so that we can make sure that we're able to put money aside into investing and saving as well. So, a lot of people sort of have these costs that happen and they just sort of set and forget when there's potentially tens of thousands of dollars in savings that can be had by just doing a simple review. And one example is your home loan. A lot of people get their home loan and they just sort of set and forget and make their repayments every month. And it's the biggest household expense that comes out where they could be saving a lot of money just by going back, negotiating with the current lender or refinancing and getting a better offer on the market there in what they're paying. Another big area is those bad debts that people have and they're paying high interest rates. So guys, if you've got credit cards, car loans, you might be paying 18%, 10%, crazy rates. And just by looking at consolidating that onto the home loan, you could get that down to 2-3%. So that in itself can save you tens of thousands of dollars a year in commitments. Money you can then have channeled to working for your financial goals, whether it's paying the home loan off quicker or getting those, those passive income streams working for you. All right, tip number 4.
So number 4 is you're probably not consulting the right people. So it's good to have a team around you that holds you accountable.
So important, I think a lot of us just get into autopilot, like I was saying earlier, and just get on with it. Because who's holding you accountable? It's not only having the right team, but a team that's going to actually hold you accountable. Do you have the right accountant there supporting you? Do you have the right financial advisor? Do you have the right property and finance specialist there that's helping you along your journey? There's a lot of good people out there that have great experience in the areas that you may not be so strong in that are there to help you make that progress in life and with your finances. So great tip there. All right, tip number 5.
Tip number 5 is start looking at investing your money into income producing assets. And for us, our favorite one is real estate.
Boom, love that, love it. So guys, we've got the financial goals. We've got everything mapped out there. We've looked at our budget. We know where we want to be. Now we need to create cash flow. What do they used to say, Eliza?
Cash is king.
They did. Now what do we say?
Cash flow is king.
Cash right now sitting in the bank is going backwards when you look at inflation. Money in the bank may give you at best 0.5% return on your money. Now, if you look at inflation, and we're going through very high inflation right now, but let's say the inflation rate's 3% on average, your money's going backwards 2.5% if it's giving you 0.5%. Guys, cash is not the answer. Cash flow is. We want to have income producing assets working for us, being able to meet our commitments. The minute you got enough assets there producing you cash flow where you don't have to put your time and effort into it, and that money's paying you day in, day out, and it's meeting your commitments for the lifestyle you want to have, that's when we have financial freedom.
Yeah.
That's the goal. So guys, we want to be able to look at what that needs to be and have a plan in place to be able to have income coming in. And we're helping a record number of clients across the country right now set themselves up by investing through real estate there and building a property portfolio that's going to build them the passive income that can help them generate the return, whether they go to sleep, wake up, do what they want to live life on their own terms. So super important. Guys, if you're out there and you're wanting to make 2022 the year that you can really set yourself up, reach out. We'd love to help you. Our national team of finance and property specialists are helping clients all across the country right now get ahead financially, get clear on their goals, have their tax money working for them, pay off that home loan quicker, and set themselves up with a plan for financial freedom. Guys, thanks for tuning in. Happy Monday again. And we're back online
next Monday.
Woo! And we'll see everyone there. Have an amazing day.